updates. October's been fine. I don't really have much to say on October, honestly. I've been getting irritated, mentally drained easily. Part of it is because, and whether people like believe in empaths or not, it's fine. You don't have to. I believe in that. I definitely am one, because although my emotions are very extreme in general, like my highs are very, very high and my lows are very, very low. I know that. That's not new news. It's also not news to a lot of you. But when that gets mixed in with other people and their emotions, I get extremely overwhelmed, drained very quickly, and very, very, very easily irritated. Very much. I've been trying to work on it. Doing other things and like house projects and stuff make me able to work on that and like calm myself down. So I have been painting the upstairs hallway. Honestly, did it need to be painted? No, but since we're going to be getting the table in the kitchen and like that stuff done, I really wanted it to be repainted, just because then it'll all seem fresh and new, which I'm very excited about, because, well, I like new things and I like pretty shiny things, and when it's done, it'll be pretty shiny like my office when we repainted it, and it's pretty and shiny in here, and I like it. I like being in here. It makes me happier. Very much. But so we've been doing that. Last weekend, Jay and I got drinks at the Apple Orchard. That was really fun. I got drinks. It was super fun. We did get very drunk. As some of you guys saw, I posted on my story a picture of steak tips saying that I really loved wings, which obviously they were not wings. I had already finished those. Jay and I finished those steak bites, and he was ordering me wings because I wanted something to snack on while we were sitting at the bar, and I was posting that when I was ordering wings. So I got a little brain twisted and posted me plus wings when it was a picture of steak. Doesn't really matter. It's just funny. I also have been working my way back into loving the gym. I go to the gym, sometimes I fucking hate it, and sometimes I hate myself, and it doesn't work that well when you hate it and or self, because then it makes it a task that isn't like something you enjoy doing that like helps your mind. It's something that's like, oh my god, why do I have to be here? And then you get worse. Not every day is a great day, but some days are pretty bad. Doesn't matter. Working my way back. I've been doing a 4-day week program instead of my typical 6-day, 1 day off. I've been doing 4 days, 3 days off. My brain just like failed me right there. But it's been nice. I've also had more time to read, which I've very much been enjoying. Updates. Number 1, it's spooky season. We know that. I get my hand touched up this week on Thursday. You see how it didn't really take in some of the places because she was using such a fine needle point, and my hand kind of rejected it, actually. But we're gonna go get this touched up. Like, some of the areas are like really great, but we're gonna get that touched up this week. I'm also getting my hair cut tomorrow. Not really cut. I mean, I do want to just kind of chop it and call it a day, but I kind of want it long for winter. So we're gonna keep it long, and I'm gonna get my bangs back. Really want my bangs back. So that's really the main updates. I'm already feeling the pressure of holidays, and not like the pressure of like, oh my gosh, I need to be buying gifts, I need to be doing this, I need to be doing that. It's more so just the mental pressure of basically PTSD. I am going to do a whole topic on this, and I want to do my like big my chart, my timeline that I've been talking about. That is going to be put on hold, I think, because I have so many other things I want to get to. So that one might be like a side project. I have my Q&A that went up, which is awesome. So go check that out if you're interested. I have a lot of other things coming up once like the holidays hit, and just different topics that I want to discuss. I always go back to one of this same topic, which we'll talk about now, very current topic of like not working a 9 to 5, because I don't, and me adjusting to that. I talk about that, and I think I've talked about that in almost every video, especially since I haven't been posting so consistently. I feel like there's big breaks on what I've been doing. A lot of times I just take care of the house and I read, which some people might think is like, oh my gosh, that's like nothing, everyone has to take care of their house. Yeah, I get that, but that's just where I'm at, that's what I'm doing, and I have the support to be able to just do that, which is super great. It is strange not having like 100% my own income. I do make some from streaming, and I make some from other content as well, so I at least have that little basis of like minimal income, which is nice because I took a break from that for almost a year, and it stressed me out a bit, to be honest, and I missed it. So I went back to creating on OnlyFans, on that platform, and I'm also still streaming, which is great. I switched to mostly streaming in the morning, except for on Fridays if I'm not busy. I like streaming in the morning. It feels more relaxed. I feel like I can play different games and connect more, which is really what I like. Like, I like talking to everybody in my stream. I don't like, I don't know, just playing the game. Like, obviously I enjoy playing games, that's why I play games, but I really love like connecting with you guys and like talking to you. So it's really nice when I play like more of a chill game, or like a game where I can stop and talk to you guys. It's a lot harder when I'm trying, it's a lot harder to focus on chat if I'm trying to also focus on like a ranked match. It just makes it a little more complicated. I feel like I miss a lot, and I don't like that because I feel like I'm ignoring you guys, and that's not my intention. And I know that you guys know that I'm not actively ignoring you. It just like hits a little different, you know? So yeah, there's that. And then we went to, oh my gosh, I was so mad. You'll be able to tell, I'm still pretty pissed about it. Jay and I went to a haunted house last weekend. It's called Eloise Asylum. It is in Westland, Michigan, I'm pretty sure. And we got tickets to go through the haunted house at 8 p.m. and the tickets at 8 to 8:30 for the haunted house. And then we also got tickets to do the paranormal walkthrough. So we got to walk through the upper floors of the asylum and like basically go on a little ghost hunt, which was really cool. You can take as many pictures as you want. You get to walk around. You get to hear some stories about the people who lived there, like were active patients there, and the nurses and like doctors that also lived there. Very interesting place. Super cool. What wasn't cool is when we purchased our tickets for 8 to 8:30 and then 9, we gave ourselves like a 30-minute gap to be able to do both, just in case like one ran out or like one ran over. We got there early for parking, and then also knew that we had to wait in a line to even get in to the area. So we got there early, asked basically where to go because we didn't know which was which or where the line started. It wasn't very clear. So we asked if we would have time to go through both the haunted house and the paranormal, like go through the haunted house before our paranormal thing started at 9, and they said yes. So we were like, okay, great. So we got into line. Thankfully, it wasn't terribly long. We waited like 40 minutes. We were almost at the front of the line to literally walk through the haunted house, and someone behind us, they were like probably another 20 minutes behind us in line, asked one of the workers and said, hey, we have our paranormal appointment at 9 for the tour. Are we gonna make it through in time? And thankfully I overheard this because we wouldn't have made our paranormal time like for the tour. And we went, and the woman asked, and she was like, will we make it? And the worker said, no, there's no way you're gonna get through that in 30 minutes. So we were like, okay, big WTF, because the woman that told us in the first place said that we would. So anyway, Jay and I got out of line because we didn't want to miss our other appointment, and went and did the tour. By the time we got out the tour was an hour. We knew that it was going to be an hour. So it was like 9 to 10 was the tour. the like haunted house and like all the attraction stuff close at 11. So when we purchased our tickets, we thought that it was 8 to 8:30, like that we would get through. Even if it was like a little bit longer of a haunted house, like even if it was like a 45-minute walkthrough, we still knew that we had time for the paranormal, which is why we scheduled it further apart. And then we did the like walkthrough. It was pretty cool. Like it was fun to like search. I wish they would have let us like go more off on our own. We kind of did anyway. We kind of like strayed from the group because we wanted to like look at other shit and like walk around and see. But what was a big bummer is that by the time we got out of the house, like the paranormal part of it, and left like the top floors of the asylum, we were leaving, and then the line was double the length that we started from, so it was going to be another 2 hours to wait, so we wouldn't have even made it through the line to get into the haunted house unless we got in, waited another 2 hours. And it was just very frustrating. Like if we would have known we were going to have to wait an extra time, we would have like mentally planned for it or like planned around it to know that we were going to wait in line again. But it was the fact that we already waited in line because they said we would make it through and we didn't. But what the most irritating fact is that it didn't say on our tickets to allot so much time for these things. It also, like, we knew we were going to have to wait in line. It's a haunted house. You know that you have to wait in line. We all know that. But then why, even though we had a time slot, they said that the times for the haunted house were very loose timeline. Very loose. And I understand why they schedule it. Like, every like 30 minutes is like when your ticket time is. But that being said, if you sign up for both, it should say when you purchase online that you need to make sure you're there at a certain time to make it to both. Or if you do purchase both, you should be, I think, able to just go through the front of the line to make it in time for both, since you paid extra and for both. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just taking it a different way, but I think that that should be what it is. Or at least online, which makes me so mad, is that they didn't say that your haunted house is a loose timeline. It's a loose timeline, it's not a set timeline. The tours are a set timeline. But when you don't note that, that's very misleading and very annoying. So we left very unsatisfied because we wanted to do both and didn't have time and didn't want to wait again after already waiting 40 minutes to not even go through. So that was very annoying. Very irritating. I did send an email because I think it's stupid that they didn't list it online saying to allot this much time or that it is a loose timeline. That's dumb, in my opinion. I think that's stupid. So we dealt with that. But whatever. This weekend, well, actually this week, we're watching my girlfriend's dad's dog because they're going on vacation for their birthday. And we get to have another dog in the house, and I'm so excited. She's so cute. Her name's Nola. She's a little Australian Shepherd, and God, I love her. I can't wait to have her in the house. I really can't wait. And then we also got invited to our neighbor's Halloween party, which is this weekend, and Jay and I are going as, I'm going as the Queen of Hearts, and he's going as the King of Spades, and I just think that's gonna be, like, really cool. It's more of, like, an easy, like, costume, because we wanted something, like, simple where we didn't have to do a ton of makeup, and, like, I don't know, just something easier, and I think that that's easier, and it's still gonna look really cool. We got, like, these matching crowns. His is black, mine's red, and just, it's gonna be really cool, so I'm super excited for that. And, like, to go over and, like, hang out with them is gonna be sweet. I'm excited. That's, like, really what's upcoming, and then at that point, it's, like, freaking about to be Halloween, and then about to be November, and I have more, like, mental health things and updates that are listed down for November, and, like, November content, like, opening up to the holidays and doing all of the things, how to basically not cope, but take it easy during the holiday season for your mental health, because that is a huge thing, as we know that I struggle with that, as well as I know a lot of you struggle with that. So I think taking a step back and having different little ways to breathe through all the things that you're feeling, and whether, like, it's PTSD coming back or just normal seasonal depression for a lot of people, anxieties, and all of those things. So we have that coming up as well.
Well, it's Tuesday. I was supposed to have my haircut appointment today with my brother. I rescheduled that for tomorrow because I woke up feeling like complete doo-doo. My throat hurts so bad. And TMI, I have a shit ton of mucus. Like, it's so bad. It doesn't feel as bad as when I had strep last year, right? At like, or I guess I was this year at like the beginning of the year. But it is progressively getting worse, and that's what happened last year when I had strep, and then I had to go to like 2 different fucking doctors for them to swab my throat and send labs to different fucking places for them to be like, oh, you don't have it, and then 2 days later be like, oh, you have it. Motherfucker! But I don't want to be sick and feeling like shit for the Halloween party we have on Saturday, so I'm trying to go nip this in the bud as like quickly as I fucking can. And I didn't go to the gym all weekend, and I didn't go yesterday because I was emotionally feeling like complete shit. So I didn't, like, I just needed to recharge and not be around any humans at all, including people at the gym. So I didn't go, and I probably likely won't go today if they say that I am sick, because I'm not trying to get everybody else sick. So that sucks. But we're gonna find out what's going on. Also, I'm so hungry, and normally I make something before I leave, but I wanted to get there on time and early. My appointment's at 8:45. I just left. It's like 8 o'clock. But I wanted to get there early because I know I have to fill out paperwork and blah, blah, blah. And then my appointment's at 8:45. But still, shit, son. Like, the season's just started changing, and I'm already feeling like fucking hell. That's so annoying. And what sucks is I've been taking vitamins consistently. I've been taking vitamins. And now here I am, the first fucking person to get sick. Everyone else in the house is perfectly fine. It's so fucking ass. Alright, update. That took way longer than I wanted it to. For one. Hold on, this like lighting is so bad. I need to like move. They did the strep test. It said negative. But I don't know. One, I don't always trust doctors. Genuinely, I don't. I would like to. I really would. But I don't. So I also asked them to send in a like culture or whatever, the more extensive test where they check. That's gonna take a couple days to come back, but it honestly could just be like from allergy, like not like allergies, but just from like the weather changing, is what the doctor said, and the nurse assistant or whatever the fuck. So now I just have to wait. It doesn't hurt as bad as strep. Like when I had strep, I fucking thought I was dying, but it also started like right now. So, which is why I told her to send in the other test, because I'm not fucking around with that shit. But they did like clear me. Get off my ass, guy. But they did clear me and like say that I don't have strep, but I'm still not going to the gym because just in case I do, or if it's like just the early onset of it, I'm not trying to like get everyone else sick. So, going home, gonna stream. I'm actually gonna stop at the store and get some soup, and then I'm gonna stream because I haven't in like 2 weeks, and because I've just been busy doing shit throughout the day. But so we shall see. I'm hoping that it's fine. It's really only like when I wake up in the morning, so that's why I like didn't think it was like too crazy serious, because it's only been the past 2 mornings, and it's just like yesterday it was just like a little bit sore. It wasn't like hurting. Today it's like hurting. So that sucks. But now I just have to wait a couple days for the results to come in. Which is kind of ass, but that's fine. At least I'm taking, doing the steps that I need to do to get better, so that way I don't feel like shit for like 2 weeks or whatever it was last time, because that was so ass. That was so ass. But I will keep y'all updated. What up? Welcome back. I got my hair's cut.
We went a little shorter on the bangs. It's curled a little bit on this side more. I haven't been able to play with it. So I just have to like style it a little more so that way it's not so like choppy. We're also dog sitting. Nola, come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, no? Okay. Come here. There we go. Good girl. This is Nola. Oh, thank you. Okay. Yes, you just ate my makeup. This is Nola. We're dog sitting on my girlfriend and her dad and their little family. I know, minus all the puppies. The puppies had to stay home this time. And we're dog sitting till they get back on Monday. Yes, I know. She's crazy, a lot of energy. I'm tired. So freaking tired. I haven't got my results back from the culture yet. I'm assuming they're gonna call tomorrow because they said it'd probably take like 2 days and it's only been 1. I'm just impatient. Girl, what you doing? Yeah, I'm just tired. I'm tired. I definitely know that my body is trying to get me to like sleep so that way I get better faster. And I respect it, but also I've been busy doing shit. Like for someone who's like not busy, but busy, I don't know, it's a lot. It's a lot. I haven't even gotten to sit down and like read for a full day, which I know people are like, oh my God, like you're so dramatic. When I usually get to sit and read like multiple times a week for an entire day, me not getting to once in the last like 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks is pretty fucking crazy. Pretty crazy. Like, and I can't focus because I'm so tired. But anyway, got my hair cut. My brother did it. It's a good job. This will be like a little bit grown out by the end of November, which is like perfect because then it'll be like kind of like here on my eyebrow instead of here. So then for like Christmas and stuff, it'll still like be short enough to style. It won't have like an awkward long length, which I'm really looking forward to, because last year when I had it a little bit longer, when it grew out over the month and it was like just a little bit longer, it was like poking me in my eye. So now when it grows out, it'll be like just above my eyebrow, which would be like perfect, or like just below my eyebrow, I mean, and not like in my eye. So it'll be like a perfect length. And I get my tattoo touch-up done on Friday, and then this weekend we have the Halloween party, which I'm super pumped for. So we've got a busy next few days, which is so great, but also like, holy shite! Also, the new Venom comes out, and I'm really excited. I want to go see that. Probably won't go see that this weekend because we have a lot going on. I've got my tattoo Friday, Jay has his tattoo on Saturday, and then we've got the Halloween party on Saturday, and then Sunday we'll finally have a day to like chill. So yeah, probably won't do the movies. At least not this weekend. Maybe next week. We'll see. We shall see. But I do have bags under my eyes because I'm effing tired. TMI, it's girls week, flow week, so I'm extremely tired. It came early, which really sucks because it's not what I was planning for. On top of that, I'm sick. Thankfully, it's not strep, so that's great. It's literally just a cold, like sinus cold, which then made my throat sore. So obviously, like, that's annoying, and I'm like sounding congested, so that really sucks. But it's better than strep because that shit sucks. I have been basically just watching vlogs lately, and it's made me like, it's been like keeping my mind on my vlog like more consistently. So I've been able to actually, if not every day, at least every other day, vlog a little bit for my weekly video. Well, what used to be my weekly video. ugh, my nose is so dry from constantly blowing it. It's absolutely insane. But today I have my hand tattoo touch-up. I'm hoping that it doesn't reject it this time, because if I have to keep going back, I'm gonna be very sad. But I'm thinking it's gonna take it. My skin doesn't usually reject. I think it's just because my hand was, the lines were so thin, and it fades quickly on your hands because you like wash your hands so much. If you don't wash your hands so much, gross. Go wash your hands. But I was thinking that was why. I sound so nasally and it's like making me mad. But I have also been on a New York kick. If you don't know, I mean, a lot of you might not, I have been obsessed with New York since I was like 8 years old. And like, I was like insanely obsessed with New York City. I don't know why, I don't know where it started, but I was just like, oh my God, like my dream is to live there. My dream is to like be there forever and like have this whole like quote unquote American dream type of life. And I did get that when I lived in Minnesota, although it is a very different city vibe. Like Minnesota is a very clean, calm, quiet city, whereas New York obviously is known for being loud, not sleeping ever, and insanely packed, which is all true on all accounts for New York and for Minneapolis. Like, each of those statements are very true. I haven't lived in New York, so I can't really say much on the living situation, but my statement stands. Anyway, where I was going with that is Jay wanted to take a like weekend trip to New York, so all my TikTok feed is now just like New York, New York, New York. Like the song. And he has never been. I only went, okay, that's not true. I went once when I was 11 or 12. I don't remember exactly when. It was when I was like with a modeling agency, and we had like our entire runway show and like this whole thing in New York City. So I flew out. Actually, fun fact, my family didn't have enough money to let me go and like pay for my entire trip to New York City, because we were a family of 4 and New York is very expensive, and that wasn't something that was like in our budget. It like was very hard for my family to be like, yeah, you can go on this entire trip, holy shit, that's a lot of money. So my cousin actually, and I still have the card from him, he helped pay, like basically sponsor my trip to go to New York City so I could do that when I was younger. And although there was like a bit of trauma attached to that trip, honestly, like I just felt myself get really worked up about that. That's a story for a different time, but there is a bit of trauma attached to that trip. And I also like was done with modeling completely after that because of how like, 1, traumatic that experience was, and 2, shitty that modeling agency like kind of made me feel, and being in the modeling industry in general made me feel like shit. So there's that. But anyway, Jay's never been. I went when I was younger, so like I had seen the Statue of Liberty, like we went on the like ferry and saw it, and then we had like a party later and all this shit. And then I went again by myself, I think when like early 20s, I think I was like 23 maybe, or like 22, 23, 22, 23. It was like early 20s that I went by myself. It was great. I loved it. And that was super fun, but I didn't do like most of like the touristy stuff. And I feel like I kind of missed out on that a little bit, because I really just went and like was drinking and like went out to like a ton of like little bars, and like a buddy of mine lived there. An old friend, we're gonna say like old friend, we're not like friends anymore. We barely were. Anyway, we went to like a ton, he lived there, so we went to like a ton of bars and stuff that like a local would know, not like touristy bars and stuff, which was still really fun. It was still really great. I think I literally stayed out until 4 a.m. every fucking morning. But that was back when I was like drinking a ton. Now I don't drink as much. Like I don't go out and like get drunk. Like I don't go out and go partying. And that was like during my heavy partying phase. So it was really fun. But my For You page is filled with like all these cute little date spots and drink spots and like not like get drunk, grimy little bars. So I'm super excited to like take a little like mini vacation, like a like long, not even a long weekend, like a Friday to literally Sunday, and go and like experience the city with him, because it's very different to experience things on your own and with somebody. Sue me, I just did that. Mind your business. But yeah, I'm very excited, and I love trips with Jay because it just feels so like relaxed and exciting and new, and there's all these different like vibes with it. So it's always a very fun experience. And our last trip that we went to a city, like when we went to New Orleans, I loved that trip. It is still one of my favorite trips that we have gone on. And like I love our trips to like the beaches and stuff, like don't get me wrong, but like when we go to trips that are like a beach vibe, it's like we expect to relax and like just hang low, which is like obviously the point of like a beach and relaxing vacation. And when we go to like cities and we do trips in cities, it's very like packed itinerary, like we're doing stuff nonstop, like we've got a dinner reservation and we've got something for lunch, and it's just very fun. It's a completely different vibe and I like it a lot. So I'm super excited to go. And honestly, like Jay and I have been talking about going to New York together since we first got together, like 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago. This year will be our 4-year anniversary, but our 5th holiday season together. And we have been talking about going to New York since literally 5 Christmases ago. So I have not only an entire list, like there's no way we're going to get through everything we want to do in New York City, since we have literally had it on our docket for 5 years. Literally. Like I wish I was exaggerating. I'm not. I have a notes app that I started when we first spent the holiday season together, and we were just like literally talking about it. I started making a list of things that we wanted to do when we went there. And then on top of that, I have an entire, now that TikTok like has been, and they've allowed this for a while, like they've had this an option for a while, but on your TikTok, when you save a TikTok, you can add it to certain collections. So I literally have a New York NYC trip collection for like all of the, like whenever it comes across my For You page of like places to see, places that are worth the money, places that are not worth the money, like special restaurants. I have an entire collection folder of New York City for that. I mean, I also have random stuff like DIY, soup, food, boozy drinks. Like I've got pretty much everything in there. I even have like a saved of like TikToks I want to recreate, or like things that like if a creator makes something and I'm like, oh my God, that's funny, I save it because I'm like, what can I do that's aligned with my content creation, but using that sound, you know? That was a long little rant, but all in all, I'm just very excited. So currently, the dogs are finally chilling out and taking a little breather. I am doing my makeup because my appointment is it's only 9:30 and my appointment is at 12:30, but I just want to be ready so I can sit down and read. I also am going to go to the store before my appointment because I need to get a decongestant because this is not working for me. This like stuffy nose business, it's not working for me. And I do have those like strips that you put on your nose. I was gonna wear one today and just like wear it for the day, but with my makeup, I didn't really want to do that. I just didn't. So that's not happening. What I do need, maybe, and I did start making my Christmas list, and I know it's early, but a lot of people always ask me, I shouldn't say a lot of people, Jay's family asks me fairly early, like, what I would want for Christmas. I don't really see my family. I see my mom, and my sisters. My younger sisters, my older sister doesn't usually come home for the holidays. She just spends time with her family down south, which makes sense. Nobody really wants to travel on the holidays, if we're being honest, unless you're going to like a vacation spot. So I usually see my younger sisters, and now I'll be seeing my and I do usually see my younger brother, but his trip was usually separate. Now that he lives with my mom, I will obviously be seeing him as well. So I did start making my little holiday list, and I also like to do a variety of stuff for certain people that ask me, because all in all, can I go on like a rant really quick? Just because you give someone our Christmas list does not mean that you will be getting everything or even one thing on that fucking list. I said what I fucking said, and it needed to be said, because some people will give you their list and just like expect everything off of that. Personally, I think Christmas gifts are more of a, like, if you give someone a list, unless they're like a kid, but even so, a kid, it's more of a suggestion. Because if they give you a list and say you're shopping for 15 people this year, okay, that's a lot of people, for one. Two, that's a lot of fucking money. And three, we all know not everybody has crazy money like that. A majority of people do not have crazy money to spend on that when every single person on their list asks for a pair of Uggs. No, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And some people just needed to hear that. I don't know. Because I don't know. But that's all I'm saying. Just because you ask for it doesn't mean you're going to get it. They're gifts. Just be thankful that you got one. Sorry about it. And I think maybe I said in this vlog, maybe I said in a different one, but I am, after like this week, I'll be doing a normal vlog, but also a vlog on holiday stress and holiday stressors and how to avoid or help like tame down your stress and your anxiety for the holiday season, because that is hard for a lot of us, including myself, very much so. So that is definitely going to be one of my priorities to get out, especially with the spooky season wrapping up, because like literally once November hits, apparently everyone thinks it's Christmas. We just skirt past Thanksgiving. I understand not celebrating Thanksgiving in the like traditional sense. We celebrate Thanksgiving, but it's more of just like I don't even want to call it Friendsgiving. We just like to have something to celebrate. Like we just like to have a point where the family can hang out and be together. That's all. We just use that as an excuse to be with family and hang out, which is, I mean, it's nice. And I love hosting, and I love like making appetizers and stuff. And I'll have to look up like which ones I want to make this year. Last year I don't even remember what I made. It feels like a blur. I didn't make anything. We spent Thanksgiving at Justin's aunt's house. I didn't make anything. We watched a football game. It was fun. I guess we'll have to see what we're doing this year and find out. But that's my update for now until I go get my tattoo done, and I have some shopping to do because I need to get decongestant and a couple things, because I'm making a little spooky cocktail for the party tomorrow night to bring over. Yay! I just got back from getting my hand touched up, and it looks so much better. It'll still like fade a little bit, I'm sure, but from when I just showed it like a little bit ago to right now, you can definitely tell the difference. I just took another dose of like Dayquil medicine because I'm still really congested. I went to the store, got all the stuff I needed except for the decongestant. So that I will be picking up probably tomorrow because the likelihood of me leaving the house again today is very minimal. Very, very minimal. Yeah. That's really it for this. I'm freaking tired. Opened a Coke, a cola, just to give myself a little bit more energy. I'm trying to only be drinking water and tea, and like I know green tea has like some caffeine. I don't really like green tea that much. So I'm gonna have a Coke and then I'm gonna down like another 1.5 gallons of water. Probably a big thing of coconut water because 1, I actually like coconut water, and 2, it's got all of the electrolytes and potassium, like all the stuff that I actually need is in the coconut water, so I may as well drink the coconut water in addition to just like water. Also, I got one of my favorite like workout brands had a secret sale last weekend, and Jay got me a couple things. He got me a new pair of workout shorts and a new pair of workout leggings, and those should be here today by 7 p.m. it says, but usually like the deliveries from UPS I think get to my house around like 2 or 3. It really just depends on the day and how busy they are, but hoping I'll have it in the next like hour and I can try it on and see. I fucking love that brand. It's called Dark Sport. I love it. I love it. What are you doing? I do still love Gymshark a lot. I haven't bought from them in a while just because one, I used to like buy a shit ton of stuff all the time, and I'm trying to like not spend as much money as I used to spend on buying like random shit that I really don't need. But it was a really nice sale when Dark Sport had their sale, so, and I needed new leggings. I literally have like 1 pair that fits me right now, so it was very nice to have a sale on leggings that are normally like $65 and get them for like $30. So that's a huge deal, and I will take that. So I got those, and I'm hoping I will feel even better tomorrow and not be so congested and like sickly sounding. I did pick up all the stuff for the margaritas, which was super exciting. Honestly, I think I'm also going to rearrange the bookshelves in the basement. One of them has all of my art stuff on it, and although I love that I can see all my art stuff, I think I might actually need to use it for my books because I have been reading so much that I'm starting to lose space. Like my other bookshelves are literally full, and I can only put so many in my office. Like it looks very cluttered, and I just want them on a shelf. So 1, I might need to buy another bookshelf, if we're being honest. It might need to happen. Some of my art stuff might need to go like away in storage. I don't know. I need to come up with a better process. I need to come up with better organization, honestly, is what needs to happen. It doesn't really need to be put away, because then I'll probably never use it and I'll forget about it, which would suck. But I definitely need to figure out a different way to organize some of this stuff because it is kind of out of control. Also, we have those Funko Pops. I honestly, like, I don't know, maybe it was like an ADHD moment or like a fucking weird possessive collector's moment where I wanted like all of these Funko Pops. I'm kind of past it now. Like there's a couple that I want to keep because I really like them, but at the same time, we don't do anything with them. And I know like collector's pieces, like you're not supposed to like do really anything with them. You're supposed to just look at them and enjoy them. But like I don't even have a place to put them out and enjoy them. So they just kind of sit all clustered together. And other than our Harry Potter ones, I really, genuinely, I don't think I care. I have like one Friends one that I will be keeping, and I have like a couple Nightmare Before Christmas that I want. Cause like maybe I can put those together like with our Christmas stuff or something, like how I do. I'm echoing. Why am I echoing? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. They might just go in a box for now and then be put away. I hate just putting stuff in storage to like not be used though. So I don't know. That's up for debate right now on what I'm going to be doing. But we just don't have a spot to enjoy them right now, and it makes me sad. So I don't know. Since I can't enjoy them anyway, maybe it would make sense to just have them in storage for now until later down the road and we figure out what we want to actually do with them. It's the same with my like TYs. I said that I was gonna do like a little like haul on them. I honestly put them away and I forgot about them until just now, and that was months ago. It's almost been a year, I think, since I got all of those back from my mom and organized them, which is insanity that it's been that long. And I was like, oh, I'll do this. When I put something in storage, like if it is out of my sight, it is completely out of my mind. Like it's set aside, it's put away, and it's gone forever until I like open a box or a bin and I'm like, holy shit, that's in there. That's just how my brain works with most stuff. Like if I read your text message and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll respond in a minute, but I go do something like clean the bathroom, I'm not answering that text message for another week. I guarantee it. Like until you text me again, I probably literally just forgot. And it's nothing against you. I just genuinely, out of sight, out of mind. I read it. It doesn't have the fucking little notification there anymore. So to me, I already responded. I'm done. I'm moving on. I've done it so many times. I have even done it with like birthday parties and like invitations. And I'm like, they're like, it like gets to be like a month away and they're like, hey, you never like RSVP'd, are you coming? And I'm like, did you even invite me? Wild accusations thrown around. Of course they did, but I'm sitting here like, I don't recall any of that. That's on me, 100%. But holy shit. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. I need to sit down and process some of this that I'm going to organize. Maybe I'll do a different video on that because I don't know. We'll figure it out, but I gotta do some of that. So cheers. Happy Halloween, even though it's early still.